Okay, I said I wanted to try a Dragon Cheer team before the end of Regulation F, and here it is. This team uses Dragon Cheer Iron Jugulus, also packing Tailwind, with a Terra Ghost to dodge a Fake Out, next to Razor Claw Regidrago. The team is pretty heavily inspired by the very first team that I tried in Regulation D. It was at NAIC last year. I was playing a side event pod with some people, and I just went looking for a rental, and I actually went looking specifically for a Sneasler team because Sneasler is just such a funny Pokemon. And I found this one that had Tornadus, Indeedee, Psychic Seed, Unburdened Sneasler with Regidrago enabled by the Tornadus and the Indeedee to sweep opponents, and notably not packing a choice item so it could protect out of tough situations. And so this is basically the same concept here. The Reg D team had a Goldengo, but I thought I might as well throw on Iron Crown since I have the Psychic Terrain. Obviously Iron Jugulus instead of Tornadus because that gets Dragon Cheer. And I don't remember what was in the last slot on that other team, but here I've gone with Hearthflame, Mask, Ogerpon to round out my coverage. And hey, maybe we can Dragon Cheer next to this and get the boosted crit rate on Ivy Cudgel, though of course there's, unlike almost every Pokemon in the games right now, Ogerpon has no way to turn into a Dragon type. But let's just get some games and see how it goes. I don't really know. Actually, let's make sure we mute Showdown first. But yeah, I don't really know how this is going to be. I just threw this team together. But let's get right into it. Make sure that I am recording Showdown. I am. Good. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm a decent ways up on the ladder because of that Gouging Fire team that I used, aren't I? I guess I'll just do the same thing I've done before, which is accept open team sheets if my opponent does first. I do want to have the timer on. Where is the setting for that? There it is. Now I'll always have timer on. This is a Gouging Fire team with Metagross and Okidogi, so that... I think it's Okidogi, actually, isn't it? So that's pretty interesting. And not super vulnerable to my Regidrago, but we'll give it a go anyway. It's the first game. Regidrago, Iron Jugulus lead, and I'll bring Indeedee, and I feel like I might as well bring Iron Crown in the back. They don't have that much for size spam, do they? They have the Metagross, but yeah, I'll try that. No need to overthink it. They lead Tornadus and Metagross, so that's not great for me because, of course, they have the Dragon Resist, and they have a faster Tailwind in the sense that they have Prankster Tailwind, and mine is just coming from a speedy guy. I'm gonna try to Earth Power the Metagross and get up a Dragon Cheer. I don't know if they'll let me do that, but hey. First time experimenting with this team, let's see what happens. Psychic Fangs takes out half of my HP, but the crit Earth Power does a decent amount back. They didn't set up a Tailwind this turn, but I think they surely will next turn, won't they? We don't take another Psychic Fangs, probably. Maybe we do. I'm gonna protect and go for my Tailwind, but they'll just they'll try to finish off the Regidrago. I guess I'll switch to Iron Crown here and throw away the crit boost. Don't love it, but is what it is. And try to break a potential sash on the Tornadus. So they go for Icy Wind this time, and what is the Metagross going to do? Just going to Psychic Fangs into my Iron Crown. This does make me a little bit vulnerable now, doesn't it? But I think I can... I'm gonna Terra Water in case the Metagross has like a high horsepower or something. I don't know if it gets that. And I'm actually just going to Terra Blast the Metagross. I was thinking about attacking the Tornadus, but I'm more afraid of the Metagross, and I'll switch to Indeedee so that I can do Follow Me or Helping Hand shenanigans next turn. They protect Tornadus, so good thing I didn't attack into that. They miss a Hammer Arm, and the Terra Blast finishes the Metagross off. I have Life Orb Iron Crown because I'm running the booster energy on Iron Jugulus. Yeah, alright, that's okay then. And here I'll just Expanding Force and Follow Me. as they try to take it with the Ogre Pawn special defense boost. Bleakwind Storm does pretty good damage. Oh, and they have Encore Ogre Pawn. That's interesting, but I'm not at all mad at being locked into Follow Me. I think that's fine. They get the Gouging Fire here. I don't think I go down to a Breaking Swipe. As they don't even try that, they go for Howl. Knock out my Indeedee. Fair enough. But the Expanding Force does so much damage, and now I feel like I can finish them off with Iron Jugulus, and yeah, they forfeit. That was a 1600 rated opponent, so this team that I threw together just for Dragon Cheer memes might be onto something here. We did get one Regidrago crit that game. It wasn't the most spectacular crit ever, but hey, let's keep going and try to get some more. But yeah, Dragon Cheer it's an interesting move to begin with, but it's made so much funnier by the fact that it was broken in the sense that it literally didn't work correctly, and so it was banned from VGC for a while. And I've never tried it out before, and I wanted to make sure I got the chance to do that. I don't know if the Sneasler will do anything for us this video, but I hope so, because Sneasler is such an underrated Pokemon. It's purely in the category of being a very funny guy. Reg F ladder might be a little dead now that Reg G exists on Showdown. I've started playing Reg G a little bit. As is often the case early in a format, I have more ideas than I have time to test out, so that's a little stressful. It can be hard to prioritize. I've been playing around a little bit with like 6 different restricted Pokemon. Zacian, Shadow Rider Calyrex, Groudon, Terapagos, Miraidon, and White Kyurem. And the only one of those that I think is bad is White Kyurem. I don't even think it's bad, I think it's just not... I'm not as interested in it as the others. But I have ideas for all 5 others, and I just don't have the time to test them all. Anyway, this is a mono fighting team. Something on this team must get beat up to set up the Terrakion. What is my opponent saying here? What's up? Maybe Sneasler gets beat up. Or I wouldn't be shocked if Primeape does. I honestly might turn timer off because I've been distracted by whatever my opponent is asking here, and I haven't at all thought about how to lead into this yet. Just double protect first turn. Okay. Maybe they're tricking me. I don't know. Who cares? I'll just bring the same 4 Pokemon as last time. Double protect turn 1. Are they testing some kind of beat up stuff? They're actually much lower rated than me, so the ladder really is dead right now. I forgot that I don't have Protect on Jugulus. I'll just switch to Indeedee. Oh, wait. I hope that didn't wreck what they're testing. Oh, they're testing the beat up into a substitute. Okay. Alright. Weakness policy, justified Terrakion. And here, I mean, if they're really playing this, they go for a Rock Slide. But I'm just gonna Draco Meteor the Terrakion. And Helping Hand. I hope they don't actually forfeit. They should play the game out. But that's their choice, I guess. Are they just gonna lose on time? No, okay. They go for a substitute. Yeah, okay, I didn't cover for that. That's my bad. But now they forfeit. Alright, well, honestly, maybe I'll even cut that one out. If I did just make a surprise cut, welcome back. My opponent was just trying to test a mechanic and didn't actually want to play the game. I really should have recorded this earlier. The Reg F ladder is pretty dead. Maybe I'll edit some waiting time out of this one. I could take this team to Reg G, but I didn't build it for that. It doesn't have a restricted Pokemon. Alright, Rain. Got a Rain team. Sandsteer Storm, presumably on the Landorus. They got Swift Swim Poliwrath, which is a cool thing that one of many cool ideas that I kind of wanted to try at some point, but probably won't at this rate. Well, the Raging Bolt can't... It can Thunderclap my Regidrago, but that's resisted, of course. I'm just gonna lead with what the team is mainly about. But I do like Indeedee here, and I don't like Ogerpon here, for the most part. Guess we'll just bring the same 4 Pokemon again. They lead Poliwrath and Pelipper. I'm just going to try to get off a Draco Meteor into the Poliwrath. They could Wide Guard with Pelipper, but also they could make my Dragon Energy weaker by landing an attack. And let's try Dragon Cheer. They do go for Wide Guard. And yeah, okay, they anticipated the Dragon Energy and just went for Belly Drum, but this Draco Meteor takes out the Poliwrath with a crit. Let's go. That should really put me in the driver's seat, because now the speed control game is pretty much mine. I can just, it might be Terra Fairy Raging Bolt, so I'm going to Protect to cover for that, and I'm just going to Tailwind. See what they do. They might get their own Tailwind. It is Terra Fairy. So that kind of... that kind of stops my Regidrago in its tracks, but we don't really care about the Snarl, at least. I'll just Draco Meteor the Pelipper and switch to Indeedee, and hope that they let me get off more attacks with Regidrago after this turn. Hope they don't one-shot it. They're really thinking. Okay. Weather Ball into my Regidrago, resisted, but still does a lot of damage, and they drop their own Draco. Fair enough. And here, of course, I've let the Wide Guard Pelipper live, so I can't throw off an Expanding Force, but the Raging Bolt is now weak to my Tachyon Cutter, so not terribly worried about that. I am actually going to Terra the Iron Crown so that I resist. Well, no, I don't have to this turn, because I'm just going to Follow Me. So, I'll just Tachyon Cutter the Raging Bolt, and go for Follow Me. As that's not quite going to KO. So maybe the play was Terra Helping Hand. Yeah, they do have the Snarl still. I'll just Tachyon Cutter again. And I don't think it's worth trying to preserve Indeedee. I don't think there's any need for that. Let's Follow Me again. Dodge a Weather Ball. So they bring in the Sinistcha. The Pelipper still being alive means I still can't spam Expanding Force. But what can you do? I'm just gonna switch. I think I'm just gonna switch to Iron Jugulus here. Get rid of the special attack drop. Throw off a Dazzling Gleam. There's not a whole lot else for Indeedee to do right now. They still Wide Guard, respecting the Expanding Force. The Dazzling Gleam does nothing. Macha Gotcha is not going to do much to Iron Jugulus. And did they miss? Okay, no, they hit Indeedee. They do get the burn on both of my guys. The main impact of that is that Indeedee only has 1 turn left to live. This being the last turn of Psychic Terrain, I think it's probably worthwhile to switch Indeedee out for Iron Crown, even though that's extremely predictable. I still think it's for the best right now. And I will just... Air Slash into the Sinistcha, I suppose? Almost knocks it out. Not quite. And they'll get rid of my Iron Jugulus. And set up Trick Room. But I do get my Psychic Terrain back. But yeah, I think I just let the Pelipper live too long, unfortunately. As I don't really have a good way to deal with it. But is what it is. My Indeedee will go before my Iron Crown in the Trick Room, so I can Dazzling Gleam. If they let me have that, it should knock the Sinistcha out, and I'll try a Tachyon Cutter into Pelipper. As I forgot that the Sinistcha would knock my Indeedee out first. Oh well. But yeah, this one's looking like a loss. Just let the Pelipper disrupt me too much. I'll go for Expanding Force here, but I don't think they'll let me have it. And in any case, the Raging Bolt can finish me off. As it looks like Confusion damage. Oh no, Life Orb. Life Orb damage will do it. Well, alright. That was a reasonably close game, I think. Let's go for another. I don't know if I'll do my play until I lose 3 games thing, but I guess we'll see how they go. But that seems reasonable. This team has Comfey. For what? Is it a weakness policy? Something? Either Raging Bolt or Zapdos. I got the Thundurus too, the Tinglu. An interesting team. Don't know what it does. I feel like there's a good reason that this isn't going to work, but what else do I do with this team? Don't love my Ogerpon here. Don't hate my Ogerpon here. What if I bring Indeedee and Sneasler and just try to, if nothing else, win off of Dire Claw Axe? It's a game plan, I suppose. Gotta bring Sneasler at some point. Okay. Here's the thing. Either I commit my Terra to Iron Jugulus here, or I run the risk that they fake out and knock it out. Also, I have to worry about Terra Fairy Raging Bolt, which I'm realizing is a significant difference from when I used to team like this in Reg D. But I'll protect the Regidrago. I will Terra the Iron Jugulus. I don't... I'll Tailwind. Just be safe. No Terra on the Bolt, and they tried to fake out Regidrago, and they went for Calm Mind, but... I mean, if they let me do this... I hope they let me do this. A crit doesn't care about your Calm Mind. Ah, it's Terra Fairy! They did it this turn. Wait, what did I... Okay, I see. I just misread the showdown text at first. They got me with the Terra Fairy after all. Yeah, that's a real problem for this team, huh? Here I'm going to bring in Sneasler, though, and I'm going to Dire Claw the Raging Bolt as I switch to Indeedee and get my Psychic Seed. Not that I need it in the Tailwind, but it also means that they can't Thunderclap me or do something with Prankster Thundurus. Except they have Electric Terrain for Rising Voltage, I assume. Yep. Well, win some, lose some. We know which side we're on this time. I'm just gonna go for a last-ditch Air Slash Helping Hand combo into the Raging Bolt, but this one was a real bloodbath. They have the Eerie Impulse too. Fair enough. And it's all up to you, Iron Jugulus. Use Iron Jugulus Blast. Playing this slowly for some reason. They can't just finish me off here. I don't know what the point of all this is. But, yeah, alright. Well, I did crit them, so... I guess if they hadn't healed, I would have taken out the Raging Bolt there. But anyway, back-to-back losses. Let's try to turn it around. And we get a team with Teal Mask Ogerpon and a Blood Moon Ursaluna Tornadus kind of situation. Yeah, Raging Bolt is really getting in the way of my gimmick here. Not gonna lie. Maybe I need to bring the Sneasler more often into these matchups so that I can Dire Claw the Terra Fairy Mons, but in fact, let's just do the same. Let's just do that mode again. I think I've led Regidrago Iron Jugulus every game, which is not ideal, but is what the team is about. So, what can you do? See what my opponent here does. Haven't noticed any opponent accepting open team sheets yet. Like I said, I'll do it if they do it first. Yeah, it's this stuff. Protect. And I'll Tailwind. They might set their own Tailwind if they do. I'll just go for Dragon Pulse right into my guy. Their Raging Bolt could be faster than my Regidrago, and on a team like this, I think that's reasonably likely. So, I'm going to switch to Indeedee and Sneasler this turn. Try to get Sneasler in a position to chip the Bolt. If, taking a Bleakwind Storm here would not be ideal. It's Terra Grass, which is interesting. And what did I just say about Bleakwind Storm? I'm just going to Helping Hand and Dire Claw and hope that they let me get rid of the Bolt. That would be nice. But it's not to be. You get a status effect? Nope. Well. Win some, lose some. Maybe they'll miss their Bleakwind Storm this turn. It's Terra. Maybe they'll miss their Bleakwind Storm. In fact, they just protect. This is going to do so much. They went for Vacuum Wave. I didn't even know it gets Vacuum Wave. But in the Psychic Terrain, of course, that was never going to work. I know they goofed there. I'm thinking about what to do next. Tailwind is gone for both teams, and their setter's on the field, and mine isn't. So, gotta be alert to that. But here I think I just follow me to redirect something coming from the Bolt, and I go for another Dragon Energy. They get their Tailwind back up. Thunderbolt knocks out Indeedee, but I get a full health Terra Dragon Dragon Energy that knocks the Tornadus down to its sash and almost KOs the Bolt. Get my Iron Jugulus back in. Of course, they can Thunderclap that, and they can probably get an attack off before I get my Tailwind. I'm going to try to get a Tailwind anyway, and I'm going to go for Dragon Energy. It won't take a lot to knock their guys out. They knock out my Jugulus. That should get both of their Pokemon, and what do they have in the back? They still have Tailwind. It's not looking good for me. But I do resist the Ivy Cudgel from the Ogre Pawn. I'm just going to go Draco Meteor right now. I don't have a Dragon Cheer up. I just have a Regidrago and a Dream. Let's see. What have you got? I do resist your stab, which is nice. Yeah, that does 20. And we one-shot with the Draco Meteor. So Regidrago coming through even without the crit boost. And we'll go for another one. This is the same Rain team again. Okay. This is the last game. This ladder is just dead. Should have done this earlier, huh? What happened last game? They just let me have the Poliwrath early, but then I let the Pelipper set up. Or I let the Pelipper sit on the field too long. And it kind of ruined me. That's what happened. Okay. These three for sure, and I'll bring... Don't really like any of my other Pokemon here. I'll bring Iron Crown. Try to get it some revenge. As this time they lead Pelipper Landorus. So I'll just protect and Tailwind. I think is the play they expected and I didn't make last time, more or less. Iron Chugulus, of course, will not be affected by Sandsear Storm, if that's what they go for. If they go for something like a Sludge Bomb into it, fair game. But hopefully they'll let me have this and also a Dragon Shear. But not up to me. They're really thinking. And I can only assume they recognize me too. They know I just attacked last time. But nope, we dodged the Sandsear Storm Hurricane double whammy. And I think I just start going for Draco Meteor here with the Dragon Cheer. I think they're gonna Wide Guard this turn, right? Because they know what's potentially coming. So I'm thinking about going for my Terra, but I don't know. So far, I think I might want to save the Water Terra on Iron Crown. So hopefully this is enough, as they actually protect the Landorus. That means they're not going to Wide Guard. Nope, they just get their own Tailwind. The Landorus should be faster now, right? But not faster than my Iron Chugulus, so I can Snarl it if they don't Wide Guard here, which they might well do. And I'll cover for that by going for Draco Meteor again. If they don't Wide Guard, the Snarl actually does quite a bit of damage. Sandsear Storm chips. Yeah, their 2 attacks chip my Regidrago, but the Draco Meteor guaranteed crit. And the Landorus is gone. That said, the Pelipper going before my Regidrago is a bit of an issue. Here, I think potentially Regidrago just goes down. I will try a Draco Meteor into Poliwrath. Yeah, into Poliwrath, but I also will try an Air Slash into Poliwrath, and hopefully I get one of those off. They can... Oh, okay. The Jugulus goes before the Poliwrath, so that's good. We deny them an attempted Belly Drum, and both of my Pokemon survive this turn, and we get rid of the Poliwrath. That could not have gone better. They now have 1 turn of Tailwind left, and I don't. They have their Raging Bolt on the field. Let's see. I think I want to just Draco Meteor and Air Slash. No. They're not going to let me, are they? I'm going to Protect, and I'm going to try to get a Tailwind up. If they go for Thunderclap into the Iron Jugulus, then this might actually work. Or I'm playing too passively and throwing, who knows. Oh, as they actually do just let me have that. What did the... Oh, the Raging Bolt went for Volt Switch. Okay. So my Iron Jugulus is gone, but I'm the only one with Tailwind now. And I can just bring in Indeedee, Draco Meteor, the Pelipper, and follow me. That way the Pelipper can't get up to any more shenanigans, like giving them another Tailwind that will be offset from mine. Terra Fairy, Raging Bolt, of course. Pelipper is gone with the Draco Meteor crit. Let's go. And that Snarl, I think, is going to be too little, too late. Regidrago went before Raging Bolt, and of course they can't use Thunderclap in the terrain, so I can just get a crit Earth Power boosted by Helping Hand. That does actually not that much. Alright. But they missed Snarl on the Regidrago, so I can just do the same thing again. How many crits is that in this game? Like 5? And now, I can pretty freely accept their forfeit, I guess. Anyway, since I've already gotten the same opponent twice, I'm just going to stop here. Little anticlimactic. Maybe I will try Dragon Cheer and Reg G some more, but that's probably the last Reg F gameplay I'll do, and it was definitely fun. I really enjoy these kinds of teams. So maybe I'll carry some of those ideas forward into the new format. For now, see you next time, and just keep critting.